Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Ejeka enjoy. But for watching till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
Takeplace again in the aftermath of Mohbad's death. His family and close associates have been embroiled in a bitter dispute over accountability. That accountability, I don't know. But then let's proceed. The search for answer has been pointed in multiple directions, from alleged negligence by medical professional to possible foul play within Mohbad's inner circle. Okay, now I'm gonna read that again. Yeah, the search for answers has seen fingers pointed in multiple directions, from alleged negligence by medical professionals to possible foul play within Mohbad's inner circle. This blame game has compounded the family's suffering and further complicated the process of coming to terms with their loss. Now, the second subheading that I have that is there is law enforcement prosecution confirm. Law enforcement / prosecution confirm. On the forthcoming strategic meeting, Pedro said the meeting is scheduled for October 23 and 24, 2024 at Isaac Johnson Street, GRA, Ikeja, Lagos. Now, key stakeholders from the Nigerian Police, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, that is ICPC, the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, the Nigerian Correctional Service, and other agencies will be present to discuss on ongoing challenges in law enforcement and prosecution. This meeting team enhancing collaboration for effective justice delivery, aim to strengthen interagencies collaboration and improve the enforcement of law throughout Lagos State. This gathering is a direct response to the insight gained from the Lagos Justice Summit held in May this year, where key stakeholders identified the need for enhanced cooperation and coordination within the justice system. One of the summit's primary recommendations was to convene this strategic meeting to elevate the standard of justice and ensure that justice is not merely an ideal but a tangible reality for all residents of Lagos State. The meeting will provide a critical platform for engaging with various stakeholders towards harmonizing MDA operations to improve service delivery and to reduce government liability exposure in land and inland administration, physical planning, and environmental management. I think disclaimer comments expressed here do not reflect. Yeah, so that is the end of that publication. But then, for the sake of those that are just joining us, because I see that some people have joined us now, I will go ahead and start from the beginning for better understanding. Thank you so much, ma. This is a publication that just came out today, October 21st, 2024. The headline is Mohbad, Lagos government to begin prosecution explains delay. Now, the story is by Olasunkanmi Akoni, Akoni, it says Akoni, Akoni, maybe it's Akoni, Lagos. Now, this is the news in details. I read in detail. The Lagos State government is set to commence trial into the death of the superstar rapper and songwriter Ilerioluwa Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad, 1 year after. The Lagos State Attorney General and the Commissioner for Justice, Lawal Pedro SAN, disclosed this on Monday at a press briefing ahead of the upcoming strategic stakeholders meeting and commemoration of his first year in office. held at Ministry's conference room, Alausa, Ikeja. According to Pedro, on Mohbad's case, I agree there has been a delay, and the delay is born out of time taking for investigation. Forensic analysis, toxicology, all these are part of the investigation. And I think what we should learn is that as far as criminal offenses are concerned, there is no status of limitation. So it is better to have a complete foolproof investigation than that can lead at least to a conviction of a case that is presented before a court than to hush and rush to court. Now, it is the same people complaining about the delay that will be the same people to say the man was brought to court after 1 week, was disgraced and discharged and acquitted just because the investigation had not been concluded. I think what you are trying to say in that place is that if they rush and they didn't do the right thing, they might not really be able to get the people who are responsible, so they don't want to rush. That's the excuse they are trying to put in that place. Now, if the investigation had not been concluded, it is better for us to be patient. But I can tell you, the toxicology report from the United States has been received for long. Now, I have a problem with that. I'm going to go over that again. That is according to Pedro. That is the don't forget, that is the Lagos State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice. Now, I'm quoting whatever I read in quotes here is according to the Lagos State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Lawal Pedro, that is SAN. Now, here he said, but I can tell you the toxicology report from the United States has been received for long now, and is now with the coroner. We also have a copy. Now, is it the same toxicology report that NMS said they were not the one that carried out the test, or another one? Now let me continue. But I understand that the family members of Mohbad have also requested the coroner to hold on, that they also wanted to conduct their independent forensic analysis. The family did not say the coroner should hold on. The family did not say. I'm gonna read that paragraph again for better understanding. But I understand that the family members.
Yeah.
Mommy, mute your mic, man. Okay. Now, I'm gonna read that paragraph again. But I understand that the family members of Mohbad have also requested the coroner to hold on, that they also wanted to conduct their independent forensic analysis. The family did not say the coroner should hold on. It wasn't the family. Now there is I think there is a kind of miscommunication in this place. It wasn't the family that requested, or should I say it wasn't Mr. Aloba, because probably are there people who are claiming to be family? Are there people who are claiming to be family? But then let me just continue since it's a publication now. I go over that paragraph again now. But I understand that the family members of Mohbad have also requested the coroner to hold on. That particular line, that phrase to hold on, I don't agree with it. That they also wanted to conduct their independent forensic analysis. Now I continue. However, this should not stop us. Now that the report is out, she is talking about the NMS. I'm very sure if the legal advice was not out last week, it should be out this week. And those to be persecuted will be persecuted based on available evidences. I stand to be corrected. I think the Chief Justice does not actually know what is going on. Maybe the Chief Justice is being fed with wrong information. But let me just continue, right? And those to be persecuted will be, because he said in this paragraph, however, this should not stop us now that the report is out. I'm very sure if the legal advice was not out last week, it should be out this week. And those to be persecuted will be persecuted based on available evidence now. Probably the police are trying to tell him that they have carried out certain, investigation, because if he mentioned evidence in this place, please let us tap on the screen. Let's tap on the screen, please. Let's tap on the screen for better visibility. And those to be persecuted will be persecuted based on available evidences. That is the position about Mohbad's case. It is not a deliberate delay. Okay, now you all agree that it's a delay. You are the one causing the delay. But let me just go on. At the Lagos, that is not an excuse for us, please, Mr. Anthony General. At the Lagos Forensic Laboratory on the island not been destroyed during the NSAS protest, the case would have ended by now. The case would have ended by now. So are they saying without the toxicology and the autopsy result, there is no other thing that they have done privately to show that, yes, we have carried out this investigation, so that the toxicology and the autopsy will just be an addition to the investigation that they have carried out? Now, let me just explain that, please, or in my own understanding. He said, at the Lagos Forensic Laboratory on the island not been destroyed during the NSAS protest, the case would have ended by now. Now, I'm saying this, that are they saying the only thing they are waiting for, the only evidence that they are waiting for, the only investigation that they have done is to wait on the autopsy and the toxicology? What other investigation have they done that they will just come and have this toxicology and autopsy? Ishe will not Ishe. This toxicology and autopsy should be an addition to the other investigation that they have carried out. Because if this thing happened in the house, they should have gone to the house and carry out one or two investigation. The toxicology should just be an addition to the investigation that they have carried out. Now let me continue. Because they are trying to blame it on the NSAS. They are trying to blame it on the NSAS. Now let me continue. We would not have a hard cause to send the report outside the country for analysis because we had the facility here then. It is not cheap now. It is not cheap to do such analysis in the US. It runs into thousands of dollars to get it done. Now, for those that are persecuting Baba, saying Baba is using GoFundMe money to carry out this thing, even the government is saying they did their own thousands. I think we should ask the government too for accountability of how much they carried out the test too, because if it runs into thousands with them, there is no reason why it should not run into thousands with Baba Mohbad, because he's also going to carry out his own toxicology and autopsy. Now, as for Mohbad's case, as far as we're concerned, justice would be done. Now, I want to proceed to the subheading. The subheading is Mohbad's death. Recall that Mohbad's death on September 12, 2023, initially reported as natural causes. Initially reported as natural. Ear infection is not a natural cause. It's an infection. What are the things that they highlighted, that they stated, that make you to conclude that there are natural causes? Now, let me continue. Recall that Mohbad's death on September 12, 2023, initially reported as natural causes, has been marred by skepticism and a public clamor for a deeper investigation. Despite an official autopsy intended to shed light on the circumstances of his demise, the report sparked further debate, casting long shadow over his family, friends, associates, and the broader Nigerian music community. I'm sure the music community are not even paying attention to whatever it is that is happening in the Mohbad's case. But that is that about that. Now, I continue. The official autopsy, which was meant to serve as a definitive account, instead became a centerpiece of controversy. The critics argued that his findings did not align with the symptoms and condition leading to Mohbad's death. Now, thank God for some of the analysis that people do on social media. I think that is what he's trying to refer to. But in that place, it might not really mention the social media and this thing. But let me go over that particular paragraph again for better understanding. The official autopsy, which was meant to serve as a definitive account instead became a centerpiece of controversy. Critics argue. Who are the critics? It wouldn't be more than us. We that are on the social media, we're not only critics, are not like criticize. Left to some people, the result that there was brought, left to Mohbad and the Black Widow, the result that was brought is okay. But the Attorney General now is saying that critics argued that its findings, which is that the autopsy, did not align with symptoms and conditions leading up to Mohbad's death. Now, I think in this place, what he is trying to say is that, there were critics that argued that the result that came out, apart from, what happened in the court, where Sanshitu was questioning the pathologies and the lines, he is trying to say here that they also, more like agree to it that, yes, the findings, according to that result, did not align with symptoms and conditions leading to Mohbad's death. Keyword: symptoms and conditions. So now, I think they also agree that there are symptoms. The symptoms might not be, like malaria or this thing, but it's a compound word that they are trying to use for some, events that happened surrounding Mohbad's death, and condition leading to Mohbad's death. Because according to the critics also, if they claim that there is a cord, there is a blood, those are the things that they added together. So looking at all of these things now, they are saying the official autopsy result, according to the critics, did not align with some of the news that they have heard, some of the things that they have heard, just like the nurse. You remember the nurse came. So if the nurse injected, now this is the brilliance. I know there are brilliant people that are still here, and they're still going to be analyzing this particular publication from now till like next week, while we are not going to be forgetting Ada Universe for what she has done, even though there is a new publication. If Lady Naimoli is here, while Lady Comfy and other platforms are talking about this publication, your own assignment is to keep talking about Ada Universe and the lives. Now, come out to the Lojaja Universe, you only can release a publication, could distract you. But then, let's continue. Okay. Let me continue. Let me continue now. I will read that paragraph again, yeah? The official autopsy, which was meant to serve as a definitive account, instead became a centerpiece. Oh, battery low, but low. Became a centerpiece of controversy. Critics argue that its findings did not align with the symptoms and condition leading up to Mohbad's death. That particular sentence, I think I like it. Critics argued that its findings did not align with the symptoms and condition leading up to Mohbad's death. Yeah, I wanted to say something the other time. This particular sentence takes me back to what Sanshitu said concerning after Darusha gave his testimony. Sanshitu said, you claim there was a fight. You claim a nurse came. You claim a nurse injected Mohbad. And your result is still coming out inconclusive. Explain. Now, here, it shows that the symptoms, if the nurse came and injected Mohbad, there should be a trace of what the nurse, did. It should reflect in the toxicology and the autopsy. Without that, then it means whatever test that was carried out is null and void. I continue. Accusation of mishandling. Now, this is if you don't like Sanshitu, it's your own cup of tea. But then I think Sanshitu and other legal bodies in that corona, I think they are brilliant people. Now, this paragraph reads, accusation of mishandling and the lack of transparency. You will recall that those that went to the corona inquest, Mommy Rich Grace, Lady Naimoli, and several other people that went to the inquest, they told us of how Sanshitu was angry when he was asking the question, to the extent that even the magistrate was actually telling Sanshitu, Ejo, calm down. Now it follows this particular paragraph. Let me read. Accusation of mishandling and a lack of transparency have been levied against the authorities, that is Lagos State. Now, he now proceeded by saying this prompted the Lagos State government to initiate a coroner's inquest, which eventually ordered a second autopsy. Now, now here we go fight. When was the second autopsy? When was it ordered that the public did not know? When did the Lagos State government, the authorities, according to them, when did they initiate a coroner's inquest, which eventually led to the second autopsy? When was that? That is number one. Let me read. Make it not be saying that.
Okay,
accusation
the e-stop. You
yes,
said you no go.
Yes,
you said you no go school. You even go in the evening. What about me?
Yes,
me that did not even go at all, uncle.
Oh my God. We will call the PhD holders, so they can read for us. Now, accusation of mishandling and a lack of transparency.
Sorry for laughing. Sorry for laughing. That PhD holder got me rolling on the floor.
Now, accusation of mishandling and a lack of transparency have been levied against the authorities, prompting the Lagos State government to initiate a coroner's inquest, which eventually ordered a second autopsy. Okay. Shaking, hope it is not that there was another, there is another result that is being kept somewhere. And when the public did not accept this one that was first brought, you now want to go and bring another result that was already on ground before, which was kept. Hope that is not it. When was this second autopsy? When was it ordered? When was it initiated? That is the question. When was it ordered? When was it initiated? Who and who are the committees that were present? Who and who represented the family? Because when the first autopsy was to be carried out, there were representative of this and that, and they all agree, okay, let there be an autopsy. For this second autopsy, who and who was present there when this meeting was held? This short corona inquest that we don't know about, when was it? Now let me continue. The move reflected the widespread mistrust in the integrity of the initial investigation. In the aftermath of Mohbad's death, his family and close associates have been embroiled in a bitter dispute over accountability. If you understand English better than me, please, you can interpret later. Now, I will go over that place again, yeah? But I will interpret according to what I understand. Now, in the aftermath of Mohbad's death, his family and close associates have been embroiled in a bitter dispute over accountability. Bitter dispute. What's bitter dispute? The bitter dispute over accountability. Over that accountability, is it the money? Is it money you are talking about, or the accountability of what happened? Because if you use in a bitter dispute over accountability, what is the dispute? What is it based on?
to my own understanding, I want to think maybe they're referring to where they said they took Mohbad's sample to in America. You know, those ones they denied it. Maybe that was the debited accountability, because they could not
let me read that place again.
Okay.
Let me read that place again.
All right.
A network, or is it my network? Can you hear me? I think
I can hear you. We can hear you.
Let me read that place again. Okay, let me read that place again. In the aftermath of Mohbad's death, his family and close associates have been embroiled in a bitter dispute over accountability.
Maybe they are talking about properties. They are talking about properties. Okay, you know Wunmi, maybe Wunmi said mi ò jèrè rí o, mi ò jèrè o, ó dìgbà tó ń fẹ́ jèrè, ó wá lọ fòṣánlẹ̀ ó kú. Was that what they meant?
Now, that I think
ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ máa jọ̀wọ́, ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ jọ̀wọ́ lọ́kọ̀ mi wá kú ọ̀rọ̀ wèrè ọmọ.
Now, another angle, because we are still going to be doing analysis on it, but I'm just trying to break it down so that we can, Now, another angle, could it be about the events that unfolded that led to the demise of Mohbad? Is that what they are trying to talk about? That there is a bitter dispute over accountability of what happened in the house or what happened to Mohbad. Now we have two things now. Accountability, is it based on the property? Accountability, is it based on the events that led to the offing of Mohbad? Now let's leave that to our analysts, as we'll be coming up to talk about these things, so that we'll share our own opinion. Now let me continue. The search for answers has seen fingers pointed in multiple directions, from alleged negligence by medical professionals. The search for answers has seen fingers pointed in multiple directions, from alleged negligence by medical professionals to possible foul play within Mohbad's inner circle. Now, Chief Justice, sir, I want to ask a question. The negligence by medical professional, are you referring to the nurse as a medical professional? Are you referring to the auxiliary nurse as a medical professional? Or what professional are you talking about in that place? The medical professional you're talking about, are you talking about the pathologist? Let's leave that to our analyst. Now, I go over that again. He said the search for answers has seen fingers pointed in multiple directions. Now, SS Fariga, if you say it is the nurse that is trying to refer to, why will the son Pedro refer to an auxiliary nurse as a medical professional? A big question. Now, let me go back to that point. The search for answers has seen fingers pointed in multiple directions, from alleged negligence by medical professionals to possible foul play within Mohbad's inner circle. Now, thank God, I like that place. Within Mohbad's inner circle. Inner circle will involve everybody in that house. Now, Chief Justice, sir. Yeah, everyone's auntie. Yeah, Chief Justice, sir. If you also agree that there is a foul play within Mohbad's inner circle, then why are they not declared as a suspect? Why are they declaring the people outside of the house as suspect and those in the house as? Why is Mohbad's house not described as the crime scene? Why did the police not seal off the house? Now, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget also that the legal team of Baba Mohbad, headed by Sanchitu, already sent out a publication tagging the Inspector General of Police that those that are responsible, or those that carried out the investigation, they should be investigated. But up to now, there is no response from the Inspector General of Police, the IG. I'll go over that again. The search for answers are seeing fingers pointed in multiple directions, from alleged negligence by medical professionals to possible foul play within Mohbad's inner circle. Now, within Mohbad's inner circle, we involve the 15 people. That is the inner circle of Mohbad. Now, this blame game has compounded the family's suffering and further complicated the process of coming to terms with their loss. Now, Chief Justice Sir Emma Binu, I want to read that place again. With all due respect, this blame game, I'm quoting him now, this blame game has compounded the family's suffering and further complicated the process of coming to terms with their loss. What do you mean by coming to terms? What do you mean by coming to terms with their loss? These words, coming to terms, what does it mean? Or we should ask the person who edited this publication, what do you mean by coming to terms with their loss? Are you talking about negotiation? Because Baba Mohbad is not negotiating anything. But let's leave the analysis to the brilliant analysts that we have been working together for the past 1 year. Now, another subheading: law enforcement / prosecution confirmed. Now, on the forthcoming strategic meeting, Pedro said the meeting is scheduled for October 23 and 24, 2024 at Isaac Johnson Street, GRA, Ikeja. Key stakeholder from Nigerian Police, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, that is ICPC, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, that is EFCC, the Nigerian Correctional Service, and other agencies will be present to discuss ongoing challenges in law enforcement and prosecution. This meeting, team enhancing collaboration for effective justice delivery, aim to strengthen interagencies collaboration and improve the enforcement of law throughout Lagos State. This gathering is a direct response to the insights gained from the Lagos Justice Summit held in May this year, where key stakeholders identified the need for enhancement, cooperation, coordination within the justice system. One of the summit's primary recommendations was to convene this strategic meeting to elevate the standard of justice and ensure that justice is not merely an ideal but a tangible reality for all the residents of Lagos State. The meeting will provide a critical platform for engaging with various stakeholders towards harmonizing MDA operation to improve service delivery and reduce government liability exposure in land administration, physical planning, and environmental management. Èyí ni ìròyìn ní aago mẹ́jọ tó ti wá sí ọ̀dọ̀ yín látorí ìkànnì Comfy TV. Ẹ máa gbádùn wa. So this is
thank you so much, the Ish Talk.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. So
let the analysis begin.
Exactly. Let the analysis begin. So I want to say a big thank you to you. Immediately I saw it, I just checked for the platform that is available, and is Mommy Comfy. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to read this on this wonderful platform. Thank you so much, ma'am. And let the analysis begin. If there is any paragraph you want me to read again, I can go over that again.